Okay, as promised, here is your energetic activation. Great to use today, which is Lion's Gate. Also great to use every other day. So, finding a space where you feel comfortable and supported, which is really a state of mind, but it can also be in your environment. So, a comfortable chair, your bed, some blankets on the floor. You can do this at your office. Sometimes I do this type of work even while I'm driving with my eyes open, of course. But I'm calming down on the inside, breathing deeply and sitting back into my soul. So that's what we're going to do, and this is a magnetization exercise. So instead of being super active and making something happen, we're going to trust. We're going to sit back into the divine and allow. So very counter to what we tend to do in culture, and especially when we want something or we're trying to be productive. This is a very different approach. But you can't receive unless you have your hands up, right? You have an opening, you make a space to receive. And so that's what we're doing right now, is starting to become very present to spaciousness. So if you can, close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes. And just bringing your awareness deeper inside. You might feel a slowing down. I tend to experience this and imagine this as a coming down and into myself. But at the same time, as I'm coming down and into, there's also this opening and expansiveness where I'm not shrinking and getting small. It's quite the opposite. As I'm settling deeper into myself, the realization that my true self is limitless and expansive opens up. So as I enter myself, everything is open, everything is possible in this wide open spaciousness. Continuing to breathe. And whatever is popping up for you, you'll know if it's something you actually need to tend to right now. It would be, urgent. And everything else is just getting in the way of this moment, normally orchestrated by our ego's attempt to keep us out of the awareness of who we truly are. And that in most cases, everything we really want and need is in this moment right now, or it's on its way to us. And just this sitting in this space can feel really uncomfortable. It can feel awkward. Am I doing it right? What am I supposed to do? What's supposed to be happening? So again, this is all the ego freaking out. There's nothing to do. That's the whole point of magnetization, is it's not about you going and doing anything or thinking anything. You get to sit back and allow. If you're finding already a particular hard time with this, You might be curious to see how it is you receive in your life. Is it with frantic energy? Do you push things away? How is it that you're trying to control instead of allowing? So the universe, nature is already set up. It's already giving us what we need. It's already right here. That's why magnetizing miracles works so well, because miracles are either right here or they're on their way. We just have to stop doing all the fuss. And all the fuss is every single thing in the way of the miracle. The fuss, the drama, the I'm not good enough, the they're not good enough, the I don't deserve it, that whatever. Everything that's not the miracle, or the awareness that the miracle is on the way, is the ego's fuss. And this is a practice. So, different practices are different for different people. And just like all practices, you have to practice them. One day it might just flow and you feel like a rock star at it, and the next day it's more difficult. And different people have different inclinations. This is much easier for me than going to the gym, for instance, and lifting weights or working out. That's a practice also. And that's a practice I need to work on to be strong. And this is a practice to work on, to practice being comfortable in the silence, comfortable in the space, comfortable creating space, comfortable being vulnerable, because I'm not trying to control or defend or be productive or go get something or entertain. I'm so seen, which makes me very vulnerable. But how could you ever receive? Taking and receiving are two very different things. Receiving, and remember, is this. The symbolism is this. I'm not protecting myself. I'm receiving. It's vulnerable. So we're going to practice receiving today. So however you're doing with this practice, practice forgiving yourself, practice non-judgment, practice being enough as you are, where you are, how you are. Everything that tells you otherwise is just the ego's fuss. It's not true. It's like there's all kinds of shit on the TV. It's not all true, right? There's all kinds of stuff in your head. It's not all true. So relaxing, going as deep as is available to you in this moment. And letting yourself, practicing, letting yourself feel enough, be enough. Maybe you're feeling more than enough. Maybe you're even just trying it on, even if you don't believe it all the way. You're just trying it on. And so I'm going to introduce some thoughts for you to also try on. And that is that you create. You're a part creator, not a controller, a creator. We've gotten that confused. Good luck trying to control everything. What you're creating when you're trying to control is anxiety and frustration, right? So we're actually creators. And there's also an acknowledgement that we are not the ultimate creator, that we did not create the universe. I did not create everything in the universe. I did not create my life. I am a creator, but I was created. And so what created me is the thing we're gonna kind of bring to mind, just the awareness that something other than us created us. So whatever you call that, it doesn't actually matter. What matters is that you connect in your heart, in your body, as deep as you can, that there is something that I came from. And you're going to experience some gratitude with that now. Feeling thankful for the life you have. However far you've come, whatever you've gone through, whatever you're going through now, you've transformed over and over and over. You've changed over and over and over. And some of the change feels like it happened to you. And some of the change feels like you did it, you chose it, you went after it, you were a participant. There's all these different combinations of how you've learned lessons, overcome things. Maybe there's things you have not overcome, but there's all these different combinations of relationships where you are part of the relationship, be it feeling victimized in one area, triumphant in another, like a partner, a collaborator in another. So you are a part, you are the part, the common denominator of all of these stories. And right now we're going to move into this next part for you. So this next part of your story, it can be one aspect of your life or just your whole life in general. Doesn't matter. And we're going to take a conscious role in what's to come. So you might have some ideas of what that is to be. It is in this stillness and silence that we're able to hear, feel, see insights and intuition. So this kind of calming down, silencing, quieting is where we're able to get that inspiration, feel that instinct. So this is a great time and a great way to receive inspiration from that higher creative source. You can even refer to yourself. I ask the wisdom inside of myself, my higher self, my priestess self, the knowing in me, the creator in me, show me, guide me. I just ask myself what's needed here, and I normally will be shown. I feel it. Oh, peace needs to happen. Oh, forgiveness needs to happen. Oh, a nap needs to happen. Oh, you need to get to work here. So just inquiring inside of yourself now. What's the next phase for you? What is something you need to know? What is something you need to shift, change, release, adapt to? Who do you need to clean something up with? Whether they're here or not here, relationships are in the mind, so you can do it mentally. Just see what gold, what information is here for you. What would you like to embrace? In your wildest dreams, what would you like to be more of? Even if in your limiting egoic mind, there's a part of you that's a naysayer. It doesn't matter. It's just like a bad channel on the TV. Just don't watch that. So, what is it that you would love to embody more of, embrace more of. You might get images, you might get a feeling, you might already know. Normally, if you already kind of feel it or know it, but you go, no, I don't want to do that, or no, that's not it. That's normally it. Normally it's right there. And we can second guess it or put it off, because sometimes we don't want to hear it or know it. But normally if it came up and it's right there, then that's what it is. Unless it's telling you really mean, nasty things about yourself, and then it's not a friend, right? Friends don't do that, so it's not your real self. And I'd like to invite you to let come to mind a quality, an aspect, an image, a characteristic. It can be a goal, it can be an external thing. It always has to do with the internal, though. There is no external without the internal. So even if it's like, oh, I want that new job, or I want something external, what does that represent? What is that tied to on the inside? So that new job, let's say in that example, I need that external new job. Well, I want to be supported. The internal needs support. It needs financial stability. I want to be serving. I want to feel expressive. I want to feel contributive. I want to feel satisfied. So it's not just about the job. It's about, I feel satisfied. I feel used. I feel inspired. Used as in the good way, right? I'm giving my gifts. I'm being challenged, whatever. Okay, if it's that you want a beautiful home, okay, well, internally, I want beauty. I want to look around and feel beautiful. I want to be supported by my environment. Okay, so you can think of the house as well, but think of, what does the house represent? Maybe it's a quality. I know for myself, it's taking myself more seriously, being more honoring and reverent of the gifts I have and what I want to serve and what I need to do. I don't have time to listen to limiting beliefs anymore. It's just a waste of my life. It's disrespectful to the Creator. It's bullshit. It's just fluff. It's junk food. Okay? Serious with my clients so they have serious results. Serious with God so we have a serious connection. So seriousness comes up for me. And it doesn't mean I'm not goofy and silly. Oh my God. If anyone knows me, you know I'm goofy and silly. But there's a respecting myself. There's a seriousness with that. There's a reverence that is calling. That I am, here's the magnetizing part. So as you're thinking of this and relaxing, here's the magnetic part. Is that instead of going, I need seriousness, or I need work on my business, or I need more confidence, or I need a better relationship, I'm not going to go out there and get it. No, I'm not going to go out there and make it happen and do from a place of I'm lacking. I'm going to internally find it right here, right now, in this moment of complete abundance. I'm not lacking anything. I simply need to connect with it inside of myself right now. So wherever it is that you're wanting to experience in reality, that you're getting that insight, instinct, intuition to have, whatever desire it is, it's not actually out there. The out there is the effect. The out there is the effect. We all know people that have what they said they wanted and they don't have it. They're depressed, they're miserable, they're self-destructive, they're not contributing, they're checked out. The money didn't do it, the car didn't do it, the boob job didn't do it, right? We're talking about true abundance here. That thing that you're craving, or those things that are calling to you. You want to embody them inside of yourself right now. Identify them. I want to feel beautiful, let's say. I want beauty. So it's not going to be an outside physical thing. How can I feel beautiful inside of myself right now? Being beauty. What feels beautiful? Think beautiful thoughts. Start there. Thinking beautiful thoughts, looking around the environment, noticing what's beautiful. Beautiful trees, a beautiful sky, a beautiful person, a beautiful act of kindness or love, right? Okay, so now you're being, in your awareness of beauty, you're being beauty. And keep being it. And then there's no going and getting beauty. Beauty is you. It will be magnetized to you. You are literally like the lighthouse that is calling beauty. You're being the beauty. But you have to take the responsibility for it. In being it, it's not going to come from outside. The outside will be the effect, the symptom of the fact that you are resonating, radiating, vibrating, shining it out from the inside. So pick one thing right now, one quality, one thing that you'd love to create in your life, you'd love to experience or experience more of. And imagine the quality of that thing. If it's a physical thing, imagine you're in that thing, or you're experiencing that thing, you're having that thing. Let it completely fill you up on the inside. Experiencing it, hearing it, smelling it, visualizing it, enjoying it, sharing it with others. In this moment, you are that thing. And a great question to ask yourself is, what block to that thing am I being right now? So if there's something that's in the way of you experiencing that thing, what is that? And can you just move aside? Just step it aside, let it dissolve. What is it that you have to do? How do you have to change your perspective to allow it? And just sitting deeply in this quality, embodying it, embracing it. And from this place, I invite you to claim. The more we claim verbally out loud and embody it in our voice with more clarity, with power. The same way, if any of you are moms and you see a kid that's about, or your child that's about to hurt themselves or run into the street, you're not like, oh, I don't want to be rude. Oh, stop. Please don't go in the street. If you see a car coming, it's no, right? Get your butt out of the street. Or you scream, stop, right? It's that same, there's no confusion here. You're claiming the expression. So finding that same conviction. A Course in Miracles says miracles arise out of conviction. So you're going to practice with conviction. I now claim the seriousness I need in my life to thrive. Okay, you're going to try one on for you. I now claim the quality of to embody my life. I now claim blank in my life. And practice feeling it resonate. Practice feeling as comfortable as possible. It might take a few tries, it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months. It takes what it takes. It might take once. I now claim, and you also don't have to be specific. I now claim my highest perfect life. I now claim my most beautiful expression. And breathe it in and let it sink in the way that you do when you're eating your favorite meal and you're like, come into me, right? I now claim my personal power, sense of peace, and enjoyment. I now claim, fill in the blank. And practice feeling it inside, practice believing it, practice speaking it clearly, strongly. Practice owning it. You can call it into your heart or into your chest. You can call it into your belly. I tend to have my hands on my belly. Whatever your instinctual response is, that's probably the right thing for you. Again, unless it's mean, cruel, unhelpful, then you can trust it, right? Same way you would know to trust a friend or not trust a friend. Is this person being kind? You know? If they're not, it's probably your ego mind. You can practice this over and over. You can do little snippets. You can just practice claiming in your car, silently. If you're in a position where you don't want to do it out loud, or you can't do it out loud at the grocery store, you can do it out loud at the grocery store too. I would know what you're doing. You can do it in your head. We repeat a bunch of crap all the time. Why not repeat the truth? Why not create? We are creators. Use your power. Okay? Don't complain about what you've created and then without taking responsibility for changing it. This is that change. I love you all. I wish you all the best. Stay tuned for more magnetizing meditations.